What's the hop, drop, fox, and fellas? Eric Lehman coming at you with another episode of TPL, episode 656. Thanksgiving week is kicking off. Already. I've worked the first 2 days of the week. I worked yesterday 6 to 10, today 6 to 11, and tomorrow 6 to 11 because I have Thursday off. It's Thanksgiving, so I am looking forward to that. Not only that, Black Friday's coming up. I'm working 6 to 12, so it'll be like a Saturday like shift for me, and I work on Saturday 6 to 12 as well. So, and I have Thanksgiving off, so I don't lose my hours. I just only lose a day of work. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. You want to know? This is my third rant for the NES Mini Console. I want to keep it short and sweet. That way I can move on because I have a lot to talk about here. I'm still gonna play the waiting game, but I'm gonna give it up right now at the moment. As far as that, I'm still gonna play the waiting game. I'm gonna back off a little bit. It's better yet. Do you back off and wait till everybody else starts beating the hell out of each other for it, or something like that. Like, hey, that's just mine, But to me, I blame Nintendo. I blame the retailers, including Amazon, eBay, and the scalpers. Because I think they all work together to make sure that we don't even get a system, and make us demand. And if the thing's only $60 and people are selling them for 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times the amount, for the sakes, even more than that, 100 times the amount, and it's ridiculous. So I say wait off on it and try to get it for $60, and hopefully they'll supply us some. Hopefully they'll supply us more to the point where by next year that we'll have some stock. Anybody can pick one up and just walk away with it that way, because I think because usually after January 1st, everything's starting to go slow. Everything's getting slow, but how slow it's going to be, who knows for sure. It's really, really ridiculous, in my personal opinion. So so to Nintendo, the retailers and scalpers, guess what? Go bleep yourself. All right. And Hickory Hill, 1977. What were you thinking? Ripping these poor parents off and all their money. I don't know what you want the money for. All you scalpers out there, I don't know what habits you support, but I'll tell you one thing right now. You better have freaking bills up the wazoo as far as health bills or car insurance bills or something like that. And if you're in debt with the mob or something like that, you better hope you better have a dang good reason why all you scalpers are hiking up these prices. Because I'm not buying them off you unless you give me one for $60, which I will give you $60. Just $60. That's it. Pay it retail price, or don't even bother trying to give them away. That's my ruling. All right. You want to rip us off? Go rip off somebody else who's stupid enough to buy it off you. Unbelievable. I have to go on a game show to win that kind of money. Unbelievable. Well, so that's my rant, and that's my rant. Sorry, that's how I feel. So that's my rant. So I'm moving on here. Survivor Series. There were only 6 matches. I thought there were 8 matches. I don't know why. The kickoff matches don't count. The kickoff matches don't count. Kane beat Luke Harper because I didn't get the kickoff matches, and the cruiserweight matchup between Gulak, Nice, and Davari versus Swan, Alexander, and Dar, which no, it's not Swan. I think it's Swan, Perkins, and Dar, which Swan, Perkins, and Dar has won. So those matches don't count because we didn't know about kickoff matches until the pre-show started. The 6 matches I had, the Raw versus SmackDown match, survival matches, I get 2 out of 3 right. All right. The one I got wrong was the 10-team elimination matchup. I thought Raw had more. I thought SmackDown will win that one because of Gallows and Anderson claiming that they'll backstab everybody. But it didn't happen at Survivor Series because Breezango was too busy handing out Fashion Police tickets for them. Stupid on their part. So guess what? Breezango, dummies. Worry about the matchup. You got eliminated by New Day. And then New Day got eliminated by the Usos. So it'll be very interesting. So, but at the end, Team Raw won with Sheamus and Cesaro as sole survivors. Now, I predict the Team Raw women's division will beat the SmackDown women's division because of the feuds already between Nikki Bella and Carmella and Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. With Naomi being the wild card of the team, we don't know who she's going against. Nikki Bella was attacked from behind at the in backstage, leaving Natalia to go from coach's row to captain's row. But unfortunately, SmackDown lost that one. So whoever was responsible for attacking Nikki Bella has cost SmackDown that match. And Nikki Bella will probably tonight call out that person, whoever did that and why. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. And the men's team, I knew Team SmackDown would win because Jericho and Owens were too busy boosting each other's egos up. And and Strowman got eliminated because of James Ellsworth, and James Ellsworth got his butt whooped for it, badly. So Team SmackDown won that one. So that was the two out. So let's go to the individual matches. The two title matches, I got both wrong. I thought Sami Zayn was going to walk out the Intercontinental title and walk out of Raw with that title and go over to SmackDown with it. But thanks to Spare Squad and Maurice, Miz retained the Intercontinental title. Here's why I suggest Daniel Bryan should do one or two things. One, you make the Miz defend the title against the Undertaker tonight. Undertaker beats him, new Intercontinental Champion. I want to see Undertaker win that belt. Or make Miz defend the Intercontinental title in a Battle Royal. Because 9 times out of 10, if you defend your title in a Battle Royal, you're going to lose that title in the Battle Royal. So I like to see that happen. Or here's a unique situation. Make the Miz defend the Intercontinental title in the tournament. If he gets eliminated anywhere in the tournament, then the title was up for grabs. That's what I say. So I'm hoping that's the case. So I like to see that happen. Very unique. The Cruiserweight title, I got wrong. It was ended up, Kalisto ended up being disqualified because Baron Corbin decided to attack Brian Kendrick, and then in turn Kalisto got attacked as well. And it seems like Daniel Bryan was not very happy about it, so he will be dealt with tonight on SmackDown. I am so freaking hoping that they put Baron Corbin in a match with The Undertaker. Get something with The Undertaker. The Undertaker's like the SmackDown general in that locker room. He should teach guys like The Miz and Baron Corbin a freaking lesson in respect. Please, Daniel Bryan, give them both to The Undertaker. Sacrifice them both to The Undertaker. I want to say it. All right. Now, Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Oh, what can I start from that? It's only the mega match. I thought these two were going to be going back and forth, move for move, punch for punch, blow for blow. But in about a minute and 25 seconds, Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar. I will say this again. Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in a minute and 25 seconds. Would you believe that? 2 spears, jackhammer, done. And then, last night on Raw, Goldberg says, hey, Stephanie gave me an offer. I'm entering the Royal Rumble matchup. You know what's going to happen? SmackDown says, we got to top that. Imagine The Undertaker comes out and said, I'll end the Royal Rumble matchup. Imagine the freaking possibilities between The Undertaker and Goldberg. Being the, excuse me. Imagine The Undertaker and Goldberg. They're throwing people out left and right in the Royal Rumble matchup. And those two gentlemen stood across the ring from each other, staring at each other. Fans are going to go freaking nuts. Flash bulbs are going to go off. It's like the dream matchup people want to see. You're talking about fantasy warfare just got real. Imagine that. The Undertaker and Goldberg in the Royal Rumble matchup. I want to see The Undertaker come out and say, I'll enter myself in the Royal Rumble matchup. That will be epic. Undertaker and Goldberg? Come on. I want to see it. Tonight, come on. WWE, come on, talk to me here. I want to see Undertaker say, I'm entering the Royal Rumble matchup him and Goldberg, that would be the best Royal Rumble matchup ever. And you add, rumor has that Brock Lesnar may enter the whole thing. Imagine those 3 gentlemen looking at each other. It'll be Brock Lesnar beating Undertaker at WrestleMania and Goldberg beating Lesnar in a minute and 25 seconds. Those 3 monsters in there? Come on. I want to see it happen. It'd be great. It'll be freaking great. It will be freaking great. Let me tell you. It will be freaking great. I gotta tell you. Alrighty then. Well, today, one of my loyal viewers and good friends, Thomas Willis, came up with an idea for my next video. What I want to talk about, besides the NES Classic Winning Rant and Survivor Series results, I want to talk about top 5 arcade games that I played over at Dream Machine. That'd be a great idea. So I've already compiled a list together here, and on the old TPL board, and let's check it out right now. Bazam! Right there. Let's check it out. Let's start off. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Uh, Not a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but my favorite all-time fighter in Mortal Kombat, all-time favorite fighter in Mortal Kombat was Raiden. Raiden was not available for UMK3, but I played as Scorpion because I like the spear and the 4-kick hit combo. Spear move, low kick, high kick, high kick. Boom. That's one of my favorite. I sometimes use Liu Kang in the game too, because I knew some of his moves like fireballs, the flying kicks, and the bicycle kicks. So I didn't get too far into the game, and Shao Kahn would have whipped my butt anyway. So the next item I have, next X-Men Children of the Atom. I have both games available for the PlayStation and a Sega Saturn. Now, people are asking me, why the Sega Saturn and PlayStation? Why you have both? To me, I think it's cool. So, be a good. So, if you have a Sega Saturn, pick up X-Men. I think it's pretty cool. I'll probably play a little bit. I don't know what to play for my Gamer Dude Edition. I want to talk a little bit more about that after I get done with this list. Marvel Superheroes. You can get it for, once again, the PlayStation, or, once again, the Sega Saturn. So, I have that, and now, X-Men Children of the Atom, I want to go back to that. I forgot to tell you. My fighter to play in this game, my fighter of choice has been Silver Samurai. Wolverine, I was not too crazy about at first, but I changed my mind when I picked up Marvel Superheroes. When I started playing Marvel Superheroes at Dream Machine. So, and I got pretty far with Wolverine. My favorite moves from Wolverine, the Berserker Barrage and the Weapon X move. I like the repeat sword slash by the Silver Samurai, not Super Samurai, Silver Samurai. So those are pretty two cool games. Capcom has done an awesome job with both games. I mean, Capcom and Acclaim did with X-Men Children of the Atom, but Capcom took over most of that. All right, now the number two game at our top 10, top second game. Arcade game I played Dream Machine is Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, which you can pick up on both Sega Saturn and the PlayStation. For the Sega Saturn, you're going to need the Action Replay, cartridge. So you can play Japanese games in the American system. So I have an American system, and I play Japanese games on this thing. Boom, this thing really does help. It's really cool. I can't read Japanese, but so I know how to play this game. So yeah, there it is. So my winning combo: Chun-Li and Wolverine. Playing this game, and easy to beat. I don't say easy to beat because Akuma went Cyber Akuma, and went in the Japanese version Cyber Goki, but Cyber Akuma was a very tough fighter. So, but you face Apocalypse first, then you face, and then you play against Cyber Akuma. It's really cool. You won. So I beat the game. When I played it with the Sega Saturn. There was a hidden fighter in the game named Norimaru, and I thought I would beat the game with Chun-Li and Wolverine again, but Norimaru seems to work better with Wolverine than Chun-Li did, so I was very, very shocked about that. So I played that. So that's that's the reason why. Capcom makes some of the best fighting games ever on the planet, bar none. That's why 4 to 5 games here are Capcom. Final one, I have it both for the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. X-Men versus Street Fighter. The reason why I got ranked this number 1 is because this was my first ever arcade coin-op game I've beaten. It took me a lot of tries, but I did it. I used Chun-Li and Wolverine. They were my winning team. At first, I used Chun-Li and Gambit. Some of the strategy guys suggested did not work out. X-Men versus Street Fighter, my friend. That's where it is. Then I used Chun-Li and Wolverine. That's where Akuma is available as a hidden character. All you can do is press up above all the fighters. You can choose him. When I first about this, I thought it was the coolest thing on the planet. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It came out in 1997, 96, 97, which I ended up beating it. So it took me a while. March of 97. It was an early day at work when I was still working at Ruby Tuesday. In fact, I was still like 2 years into, about 1.5 years into Ruby Tuesday, Dartmouth at the time. I, I started work early, around 7 o'clock or something like that. And it was a slow day. My boss, Joe Munger, at the time said, "You can go home." Whatever. So I think I put my stuff in my father's car because I didn't have my license then. So my father was like my ride to work. And then I decided, well, I'm going to go back up the mall and play a little bit of, play some video games up there. And as I done so, I decided to play X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I used a few dollars for it, and finally beat it. Apocalypse. I did what, 41 lightning kick combo with Chun-Li on it. I'm not lying. I did that. I was like, holy smackers! And I read it down in my journals. So I figured all my adventures in my journals. So that was the big thing. So that's why X-Men vs. Street Fighter, gave me a lot of great memories. Hence, that's why I named it the number one arcade game played at Dream Machine. So that's my top 5 arcade games that I played at Dream Machine. And I know now Dream Machine's now Tilt, as Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which I beat many times, so I have no problem with that. I think the best place to play arcade games is not Tilt at the Dartmouth Mall, very surprisingly. Go to Round 1 in Taunton. They have plenty, but you get to play with the sliding cards. There was X-Men vs. Street Fighter there. There was Marvel vs. Capcom 2 there. There was Alien vs. Predator, the side-scrolling beat-em-up in the early 90s from Capcom. Yeah, I suggest you go there. There's a lot of cool games there, a lot of cool games to play, everything else. So, I recommend going there instead of Tilt. Tilt does nothing. I kind of wish we had a Round 1 locally around here in the South Coast, but if you want to go to the Round 1, you want to find an arcade over at Round 1, gotta go to the Galleria in Taunton. They have it. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to go there or not. So, who knows for sure. So, let's see. Speaking of Thanksgiving coming up, as you know, I have Thanksgiving off. Thanks to, like I said, the schedule is going to be a little different. Working till 12 o'clock on Friday, working till 11 o'clock tomorrow, and to make up those hours. So I have I gain an hour. I gain an hour on both today and tomorrow, and I get 2 hours on Friday. That way, those 4 hours can be split up from Thursday. So I have Thursday off, so I'm going to relax and everything else. Like I said, I promise you, I'll hopefully get the TPL Christmas tree up so we can do a lighting special on that one. And I got to tear apart my room to do it, so I'm probably not going to be on here for a bit until I get the tree up. So I'm probably going to do it, late at night, even though I'm not working Thursday. I know it's some ucky weather coming along the way, because I just checked last time. There's supposed to be a wintry mix, and I don't expect to see any snow. There is going to be grass surfaces and car tops mostly, so I don't have nothing to worry about. But they say the roadways could get slippery. But I'm not driving Thursday morning. That's all there is to it, unless I want to go to McDonald's and get something for breakfast. But I got my Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. Or my father usually makes something special for breakfast on Thanksgiving. Usually does, or usual. And you know what? Could be I gotta get these things away from here. Also, I could do a Gamer Dude edition as well. Who knows? I'm playing a little Mario Kart 8 or a little bit of X-Men vs. Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Street Fighter. It doesn't matter to me what I'm going to do. So that's what's going to be on the docket for Thursday, and hopefully that's considered. Possibly my hair's all messed up. Gotta look good. So we're gonna have family over, and that's the holidays. The holidays dwindle down. I think once you're older enough, the holidays dwindle down a little bit. But you try to look forward to it and have some fun. And this is my first Thanksgiving off in 6 years. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with that. So I'm ready to go. All right, then. That's all the time we have on this show. Remember, use your heads. Don't do stupid things. Respect others, please. And when in a world full of ninjas, be a samurai. And if you're having a bad day, you can do either one of two things: scream Leroy Jenkins, or you can tell that bad day you just made the list. And please, politics, screw the politics, screw what happened in the election, screw everything negative, screw the news, screw everything. Let's talk about fun and happy times this holiday season, huh? Please, it's the holidays. It's about fun time, smiles on people's faces. Yes, tragedies are going to happen. Everything else is reality and all that. But guys, we need to focus on loving one another, being friends with each other, and respecting each other. That's what it's all about. The holidays are all about love and respect, guys. Okay? Screw the politics. Screw hating the Patriots. Screw everything else. Love one another. Respect one another. Move on with your lives. Let's have fun. Alrighty then. See ya. TPL Lima out. Bye bye.